Jon Jones has just sent the MMA world into complete chaos after the controversial ending of Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane, which was stopped due to an accidental eye poke. In a move that instantly grabbed everyone's attention, Jon Jones appeared to mock Aspinall in a surprisingly disrespectful way. Only hours after the fight concluded, fans noticed that Jones had changed his social media profile picture to an image of himself wearing an eye patch.
So they've announced this White House UFC fight. Can we expect to see you on the card?
I can't promise anyone anything, but I have very strong feelings that I'll be on that part. It's going to be historic.
But who would you take on? Who would be your dream opponent?
I would want to take on whoever's holding the belt at the end of the year.
Any possible names you think?
Well, no, I mean, as of right now, the champion is Tom Aspinall, but we'll see who's the champion at the end of the year. It'd be only fitting to have an American guy fight for the championship that night. I'd be willing to put it all on the line.
Nice.
I guess the clarifying question then is, if Dana and Hunter do come to you after this fight, the figures make sense to you, would you then be open to fighting Tom Aspinall, or are you categorically thinking, he does nothing for me, I will not fight that guy?
He does nothing for me. He does nothing for me. If you're a person that wants to see me really challenged, then I get it. 7 years younger, like 35 pounds bigger than me, right? I get it. It's like, wow, this Jon's so good. We finally found someone way younger and way bigger than him. Let's see how he does against that. I get that narrative. But for me, if you were my manager, if you were on my team, why not fight against Pereira, a guy who's the same age as you, and we walk around the same exact size? Business-wise, it makes more sense. Fight I'm gonna call him this, fight the nobody that may be more dangerous, or fight the guy with all the accolades who's incredibly dangerous, but it actually will affect your legacy.
What if Jon eye pokes you? You know he'll do that, right? How are you going to deal with those oblique kicks?
I don't know. I've not fought him yet, so I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, but for right now.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane just took place in the main event of UFC 321, or did it really? Ciryl Gane eye pokes Tom Aspinall at the end of round one. We had a very competitive round of fighting that I thought Ciryl Gane was slightly getting the edge of, but Tom Aspinall was starting to find his timing on Ciryl. Landed a good right hand before the end, but Cyryl's jab was popping. Cyryl's jab was popping in that fight. Tom Aspinall had a bit of a nosebleed. And then Ciryl Gane lands his signature move. No, not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight he has ever. Not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight ever, nearly in every single finishing sequence he's ever had ever in his entire career, bar the heel hook.
Okay. Faz parte do jogo, acontece.
The timing couldn't have been more deliberate. Within minutes, the internet blew up. Fans immediately saw it as a savage shot at Tom Aspinall, who had to stop fighting because of that painful eye injury. It was vintage Jon Jones, the undisputed master of mind games, stirring up headlines even when he's not inside the cage. But this one hit differently. Aspinall had waited over a year for that fight, trained relentlessly, and watched his big comeback moment vanish in seconds. The reaction online was instant. Fans blasted Jones, calling his move disrespectful, immature, and downright childish.
I think we started very well. I think he started very well, but I think I started very well. Because everybody knows his strategy every time he's hard and surprise his opponent. I think we were when he's defending a takedown. I touched him. We saw some blood on his nose. It was a really great first round, and that's why, yeah, maybe also I was a little bit disappointed.
Guys, I just got poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bullshit. The fight was just getting going.
In the octagon. And what we saw from Ciryl tonight was telling a different story than everybody thought coming in. Obviously, we don't know how the fight was going to play out, but he was looking
We had a fight.
Good.
We had a fight.
Real fight.
Ciryl was aggressive. He didn't back up. And Tom was loving it. That's what I like the most. Tom is smiling like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Someone to actually fight me. Hey, man, if this dude's eye is good, put him.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane has ended in a no contest. Ciryl Gane poked Tom Aspinall in both eyes, almost knuckle deep. Tom was fuming over this, and I cannot blame him. What a fucking nightmare. We've all been waiting ages for this fight, and for it to end like that is absolutely heartbreaking. What makes it worse is Gane was actually looking pretty sharp in that first round, and I was genuinely curious to see how it would all play out. This has been a complete.
While some fans slammed him for being petty, others said it was just Jon Jones being Jon Jones, ruthless, calculated, and trolling at the highest level. But just when everyone thought he was done, Jones took things a step further. He jumped back on social media, this time calling out Alex Pereira and demanding what he called a White House super fight. That's right, instead of talking about the long-rumored Tom Aspinall matchup, Jones has shifted his focus entirely to Pereira, who's fresh off a dominant win over Magomed Ankalaev. Jones praised Pereira's performance, but made it crystal clear that he wants that fight next, claiming he's ready to deliver the biggest event in combat sports history. And with the upcoming White House card already shaping up to be historic, it seems like Jones is doing everything he can to secure his place.
He's annoying to me. He's annoying to me. And that's my own personal, he annoys me. I get to you guys, you find it entertaining, but I find him annoying. And I just don't like him. And at the end of the day, if I give him the opportunity to fight me, I want to be so compensated. I want to say it, I want that view money, honestly. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Or else, my life is perfect without him. I don't need him at all, and he needs me. And that's a good place to be in a negotiation.
Calling out Jon Jones.
Yeah.
Right? That's the boogeyman. Like, Jon Jones is the fucking boogeyman. When he fought Gustafsson, he had almost no training about it. And Greg Jackson was telling me, he's like, he didn't even train for that fight. He pulled that fight off in the 4th and 5th round. Because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. I mean, he knocked out Sergey, who's the scariest fucking striker in all of MMA.
Yeah.
And he knocked him out in the first round. And the way he did it was just picture perfect. And he did it with a fucked up back. You watch Aspinall, like, I knew Aspinall was going to have a speed advantage because he's faster than any heavyweight.
Yeah.
And that's something that his coach drilled into him when he was young.
Speed.
Like, be fast. Like, you got to be fast. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.
Speed kills.
Speed. And he's a giant dude, 260 plus pounds, but he moves like a fast young guy.
Yeah.
Like a light guy. And so and he's also just so well-rounded. And he's just beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really the first big...
Even if it means stepping over Aspinall once again, Jon Jones doesn't seem to care. The MMA community is completely divided. Many fans are furious, accusing Jones of mocking Tom and dodging the rematch everyone's been asking for. Others defend him, saying he's just being strategic, chasing the biggest payday on the table. But one thing everyone agrees on, this is classic Jon Jones chaos. Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier, and several top analysts have already weighed in, with Rogan saying, Jon Jones doesn't just win inside the octagon, he wins before the fight even begins. Cormier added that Jones has always thrived on psychological warfare, knowing exactly how to stay in his opponent's heads. Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall has remained completely silent. No posts, no statements, nothing. But those who know him understand that calm silence might be the most dangerous part. Because when Aspinall finally responds, it's usually followed by action. Now, with Jones mocking Tom after one of the toughest nights of his career and immediately shifting his focus to Alex Pereira, the MMA world is in full meltdown mode, and the drama is far from over.
Right now, because of what I just saw happen in a heavyweight title fight. The fight ended in a no contest between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane due to an accidental eye poke. This is only the second UFC title fight in the 30-something year history of the company to end in a no contest. I mean, the arena was on fire. The stage was set for something magical to happen. You had two guys that were primed and ready to go and fight for the most prestigious prize in all of fighting. As Miles tries to strike back there and break stuff down, Liverpool got beat again today, so it's like becoming the norm. Every post-fight reaction, Liverpool's getting beat, but the stage was set for something amazing to happen. And we got what was one of the most anticlimactic finishes I've ever been a part of, but what we got up to that point was amazing. What we got to that point was very telling. What we got to that point was we got the opportunity to watch the two best heavyweights in the world fight for the championship in the UFC, right? Jon Jones isn't here. Francis Ngannou isn't here. The guys that we had in there right now are the two best in the world.
Fans are now wondering, will the UFC really let Jon Jones dodge Aspinall again? Or will Dana White finally force the fight that the whole world wants to see? One thing's for sure, Jon Jones is fully embracing his villain era once more. Whether it's a blockbuster clash with Alex Pereira at the White House or a long-awaited grudge match with Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight division has just become a lot more unpredictable, intense, and dangerous.